friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time, and I'm here for another frequently asked question, and I have a whole long playlist on these that cover many topics, from vinegar to herbs to so on and so forth. And I'll go ahead and link to that full playlist down below, because some of you, especially if you're new coming in, may have some of those very questions. So today it's about, I get asked quite frequently, and I do appreciate this question. I finally got looking into it, and the question is, for people who are wanting to support our channel and make sure that we make the most as we can off of YouTube, they wonder, when it comes to those skippable ads, especially the ones that are really long, do you have to watch the whole ad in order for us to make revenue? And the good news is, no, you don't. It took me a little doing to finally dig up the information. Now, I heard it years ago from another YouTuber, but I didn't know where they got their information, so I didn't want to base it solely on that. So all those other ads, there's several different types of ads. You have your brief little 5-second ads. I forget what those are called, but you know, those, since you can't skip them, that's not going to change anything. It's those ones that are skippable that can be sometimes as long as an hour, which always shocks me. And here's something I want you to know first. We do have a certain amount of control over the ads. We can control how many ads go into our videos. We can also have a little bit of say of the type of ads, like the content of the ads, because I do have certain things blocked. That doesn't mean that sometimes certain ones still sneak through, even if they're blocked on our own channel. But we do not have control over the length of the skippable ads that go on there. To me, I think the shorter the better, but yeah, I know sometimes it's kind of ridiculous that some of them are an hour long. Really, what it comes down to with the skippable ads, from what I understand, unless you click on the ad as soon as it pops up, you know, because you want to go check it out, we do make revenue when you click. Or even if you don't click, if you allow it to play for at least 30 seconds, it only needs 30 seconds for us to actually make revenue off of that. I believe if you skip it before 30 seconds, we don't make any revenue off of that ad. That's at least what I came to understand. The good news, at least, is that those of you who are really trying to help different channels out, be it ours or others, and you just go ahead and let the ads play. And if it's a long ad and you're just like, I don't have time to listen to an hour-long ad, I get it, I don't either, then just know that 30 seconds is all the amount of time you need to allow it to play. But also understand that for us in our channel, we choose not to use mid-roll ads. Now, most channels, usually if your video is around 10 minutes and above, which most of mine are, most channels will go ahead and do mid-roll ads. That's one thing that I won't do. In fact, they did start making it, I don't remember how long ago, where it was going to be an automatic thing that if your video was over a certain length, YouTube was going to automatically just start adding mid-roll ads. So some channels you may have watched in the past that didn't used to add those, that you're seeing those on now, they might not realize they can opt out of that, because it just automatically started happening. And when I read that thing about that, I made sure I went through and took the proper steps to prevent YouTube from putting mid-roll ads. What that means to us as content creators is we don't make as much money off the video as we could if we had mid-roll ads. But I would prefer to make less money off the ads than to have to constantly have the video being interrupted, because I know for me, when I'm really learning something from another person's video and there's this mid-roll ad right in the middle of a sentence, because even though they're supposed to be natural breaks, they never are, and I hate that. It really is irritating, and so I don't like to do that to my followers. I would rather have a nice, clean, smooth play for everyone, so that's why I opt out. Now, some people have said, oh, I wouldn't care if you put mid-roll ads, and while I really appreciate that, I'm still gonna opt out of it. I'd rather not have people be interrupted while they're trying to learn something from a video. Along with that, though, I want to cover something else, is that here's another thing that tends to happen, is that while I understand we're all busy people and we all have a limited amount of time, and I can understand wanting to skip ads, and I can understand wanting to skip through a video and just pick up bits and pieces, I get that. I've done that too when I've absolutely had to, when I'm just trying to get to the information I'm really looking for. But one thing you got to understand is if you choose to skip through a video rather than listening to all the information that I put out there, and then you come in and you ask questions that were answered in that video, what you're now doing is making me take more time to answer those questions or to lead you back to the video, when it would have saved us both time if you just simply take the time to listen to the whole video. I know I talk a lot, I know I'm throwing in a lot of information, but in most cases when people have questions that have skipped through the video, if they had simply just listened to it, they would have had those questions answered. And I understand, again, I'm not trying to be judgmental. I just want you to understand the position that puts me in is it makes me pull time away from other important activities to be able to answer questions that were already answered in the video. And here's the other thing. By allowing our videos to play, what I would rather have people do is skip the ads at the beginning and play the whole video, because that watch time, though we don't necessarily get paid more for your watch time, it does have an effect on our revenue. What it mostly does though, it really helps our YouTube analytics, which makes our channel get more promoted by YouTube so that more of our videos get viewed, and in turn we do get more revenue. So by you taking the time to actually listen to the whole thing, not only saves you time, I know it doesn't seem like it initially, but then you don't have to come in and take time asking questions that were already answered, and it saves me time on answering questions that were already taken care of, as well as helps boost our channel. So it's really all the way around. It's best to just go ahead and let the video play, even if it's in a section of the video that you think you don't have anything to learn from, or it's boring, or I'm talking about something you already know. Please just let it play if you're able to. I don't always think to cover everything, and I get that. And so you will probably still have questions, but please make sure that you listen to the whole thing first, then come in and ask your questions if you didn't hear it answered. And then another one, this is somewhat related, and that is I do get people occasionally that want me to call them or them call me, and there's a reason why I avoid talking on the phone. First of all, I do not give out my phone number. That has to be kept private, because I just can't have my phone number out there and have people call me all day. I can't do it. I'm too busy for that. I don't have time to sit on the phone all day, and I am not one that likes talking on the phone. But it's not even just that. It's that I'm 55 years old. I've spent a lifetime singing and teaching in various different ways. And these are activities that have taken a toll on my vocal cords over the years. I think it was in my early 40s we discovered I had nodules on my vocal cords, which made me have to totally change how I sang and had to limit how much I could sing. And then in my class time teaching, like dance, where you've got music playing, you're constantly having to speak loudly over the music so that your students could hear you. And I had to find other ways to balance that out because it was just too hard on my voice. And the same thing happens for videos. Typically, I can only shoot 2 videos at a time and then have to take breaks in between. If the videos are short enough, I can maybe do 3 in a day. And I can only shoot my videos, because of the other things going on through the week, on 2, maybe 3 days out of the week. So I have to really limit the time I'm using my voice, because usually, especially sometimes if it's too long videos, by the time I get through the end of that second video, I can hardly talk. So with all that said, that is one of the number 1 reasons why I will not get on the phone with people. I have email. You can contact me through there. That is the preferable place. Please do not try to reach out to me through Facebook, because I don't read messages, especially on the Heidi Rain Country. I'm not even on there anymore. I did finally go back to my old private Facebook account just because I need to keep up with some certain things that are going on locally and with my family. That has nothing to do with my YouTube. So please do not try to reach out to me at any of those, because I won't see your messages. In fact, not even on MeWe. Even though I have a MeWe group for our YouTube channel, I don't get on there that much, and I almost never see the messages and just don't have time for them. Email is the absolute best place to contact me. I will see your email. I may have to, if it's a long email, I may have to put it off for a bit till I have time to sit down and actually read it. But you're most guaranteed to get a response from me if you contact me through email. And please save the store messages for store related stuff. It's not that big a deal. It would just be preferable to me that if you're needing to talk about something that's unrelated to our store, that you do that through email. It just helps me keep things better organized that way. So anyway, those are a couple of the questions I wanted to answer, plus sharing with you a little bit more information on how all that works. And besides, if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, these might be things, or you already have one going, these might be things you didn't already know about. So hopefully I answered that question for you too. And also, another video I'm going to link to down below is the one that recently came out, and that is my tips for those getting started in YouTube. Some suggestions that I personally make to help get good quality videos and draw people to your channel. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to check out the playlist and other videos I'll be linking to down below. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.